Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here coming at you from the KnifeCenter. And with Thanksgiving behind us, it's time to take a look at the best new knives to hit our shelves in November of 2019. Let's check them out. So we get a lot of new stuff in the doors every month here at the KnifeCenter, but even still, there's always a few things that really stand out to us and really rise to the top. So for this month, we've got 8 items to show you that we're still thinking about. The first is a personal favorite, exclusively launched by the KnifeCenter, the LT Wright Holy Bushman. Now this is a Puko-inspired design, but instead of the blade coming straight out the handle, we actually have a little bit of a drop to the edge for an added degree of safety over that classic design. We've got A2 tool steel for dependable high performance, and a length of under 4 inches for easy control, and a Scandi grind for bushcraft supremacy. The fat handles provide a solid foundation for hours of comfortable carving, and we've got micarta or G10 options available. And this wide oval profile fills the hand, and it isn't prone to twisting while you lay into some heavy work. Now the handles feature multiple lanyard holes for even more versatility. Extra safety, maximum retention. They can even be used to lash the knife to a stick if you want to increase your reach, for instance to get to something too high up to get to otherwise. Rounding it out is a sleek bushcraft leather sheath made by JRE Industries that helps you carry this knife with you just about anywhere. Made by hand with a lifetime warranty, there's a lot to love about the LTWK Holy Bushman. Now that LT Wright's not the only outdoor knife this month to make the list, we've also got the Italian-made Lion Steel M4 bushcrafting fixed blade. Overall, it has a similar size to the Holy Bushman, and it's similarly easy to control, but we get super steel in this case, the powder metal M390. With a high flat grind, it's not as powerful at carving wood as a Scandi grind, but it's more well balanced for other tasks, like hunting, food prep, or quote-unquote survival. The handle on this knife is nice and contoured, but it's still very comfortable in multiple handholds. The handles are bolted on, with options for micarta, G10, or some more exotic woods. And we've got a formed leather sheath with a snap closure. It's got nice thick welts and is very high quality. The Lion Steel M4 Bushcrafter is a great recommendation in my mind for a catch-all, do-everything fixed blade for just about any outdoor activity. Whether you're camping, hiking, hunting, or bushcrafting, you can cover a lot of bases with this knife. Now changing gears completely, let's go tactical with an OTF automatic knife, the new Hogue Compound. Now this knife gets its name from a chassis that uses aluminum internals wrapped in G10, coming together for a very rugged design. There's several colors to choose from as well, including these camouflage-like G-Mascus patterns. Now, the action itself is super satisfying, with very strong and intentional deployment. We've got 2 blade shapes to choose from. You can get a Tonto or a clip point in your choice of black PVD or stone-washed finishes. The steel is S30V, which is a nice upgrade over the 154cm on some of their other automatics. And we've got a deep carry pocket clip that keeps the knife unobtrusive and reversible too. This is a great knife for lefties as well. Hogue's engineering is fantastic, and they're continuing to push their automatic game forward with knives like the Compound, which should definitely be on your list if you're looking for a new automatic knife. Now next up is a new variant of our KnifeCenter exclusive Pioneer X from Victorinox Swiss Army. We've now locked down the black A-locks as our own exclusive color for this knife, in addition to the red that we already have as well. I thought the red looked great, but the black adds yet another dimension to this knife. It's classier, nice and sleek, and I think it's going to look even better down the road than the red when it gets scuffed up from years of use. Now, the toolset takes the standard Pioneer's main blade, awl, and can and bottle openers and adds another layer so they can squeeze in their great set of scissors. The Swiss Army Pioneer X looks great in any color, but you can only get black or red from us at the KnifeCenter. Next up, we're going back to tactical again with a new combat knife that's the start of a transformation going on over at SOG. This is the Seal XR, a fast flipping and rugged folder. You press that flipper tab, and the S35 VN blade slams into place. Now you can also use the thumb cutout to open it if you wish, or you can use the XR lock to flick the blade open with just a little bit of wrist action. Now this is similar to Benchmade's Axis lock, but with SOG's own spin on it. You pull back on this crossbar style lock, and it stages the blade out. Makes it super easy to fling the weight of the knife out with very minimal effort. The blade itself, as mentioned, is S35 VN, and it's made in America. And I love what they've done with the spine of it as well. The design certainly references their famous SOG buoys, which is a nice nod to their heritage with this new model. The handle is glass reinforced nylon with finger grooves and jimping all around for a rock solid grip, although a good set of work gloves would be a good choice if you're really bearing down on this knife. It even has a persuader tool on the pommel for, well, you know. We're very impressed by this Seal XR, and if it's any indication of where SOG is headed, we're very excited to see what they come up with next. Now we've got another solid entry into Bestech's line of affordable D2 knives, the Texel. This is an excellent flipper at an excellent price with a perfectly proportioned sheepsfoot blade. It's got a nice flat grind and a long swedge, which makes this a good choice for an all-around cutter for EDC. There are several G10 handle colors to choose from, including some unusual ones like yellow and orange, or the translucent one here that looks for all the world like Jade G10. It has just enough length for a 4-finger grip, while still remaining a very pocket-friendly size when folded. I've been consistently impressed by Bestech's quality, especially on knives like this, which as of right now is just a hair over 50 bucks. The next nod goes to a set of kitchen knives from Spyderco designed by Murray Carter, the Itame series and specifically the Bunko Bocho. Now I'm very particular about my personal kitchen knives and I've got the customs to prove it, but if I was still on the hunt for my main kitchen blade, I'd be looking very hard at this knife right here. Pinched at the end of the bolster, the balance is perfectly neutral, and the blade is an easily controlled length for both medium and larger tasks, with just about 7.25 inches of sharpened length. The steel itself is laminated in classic Japanese tradition, but in a modern spin it uses 410 stainless outer layers with a super blue carbon steel at the core. Now this means that the edge itself is not exactly stain resistant, but it is capable of holding a very acute angle, perfect for fine cutting in the kitchen. The handles themselves are gorgeous. They're octagonal, but the corners at the ends have all been rounded over for comfort. And we see a black G10 bolster with a white spacer and burl G10 for the main section. It's a unique look, not quite natural, not quite man-made, but overall, a striking and capable addition to your kitchen, no matter which blade in this series that you find yourself drawn to. Finally is the Panache, which in my opinion is the best of CRKT's push into the higher-end sphere yet. A solidly premium offering designed by Ken Onion. Limited to 550 units worldwide and all individually numbered, they feature a CTS XHP blade riding on IKBS bearings. Flips great as a result. It has a cool shape and a nice milled section for contrast that has an interesting diamond texture that's echoed in the pivot hardware and the carbon fiber inlays. Now because they've used carbon fiber and not G10, you get more light bouncing around as you move the knife for an added degree of specialness. The frame itself is titanium with a stepped approach to the corners, riding along the edges of the knife like contours for a very cool effect that's seamless as it transitions into the carbon fiber. The CRKT Panache is definitely a knife worthy of your attention before they're gone for good. So these are my favorites for the month, but which knife did you guys like the best? Be sure to let us know in the comments and let us know if you thought something else should have made the cut too. In the meantime, to get your hands on any of these great knives, you can click the links in the description to head over to KnifeCenter.com. And be sure to sign up for our Knife Rewards program while you're there, so that you can earn free money towards your next knife with every purchase. Because if you're gonna buy a knife anyway, you might as well get some perks out of it. I'm David C. Anderson from the Knife Center, signing off. See you next time. I like turtles. This is the Itame... Gobble till you wobble.
Wobble wobble. So can't use that?
Whether you're camping, hunking,
I mean, that's every day.
dogging, wants more of the feeling.